it's still something we fight, which is players even within the league looking at Memphis some kind of way. Like they're like, I don't want to play there. I want, you know what I mean? I want to be in Phoenix. I want to be in Miami. I want to be in LA. I want to be right. Like, I mean, we're not. Look, that's the truth, and we can get mad at it. We're not the desired market. We're never going. You're the smallest market in the NBA. That's not going to be. It's going to take a special kind of guy to fall in love with it. It's going to take a special kind of player to really want to be here and embrace it and see what it is. And I have always thought that one of the major things about when we see Mark, when we see Mike, when we see you, when we see Zebo, and with all of the documentaries even we've seen, there is always an element of those documentaries of you guys being incredibly ingratiated with the people. And much like everybody else, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's hard.
Much like everybody else, right? Like I've lived here now for 25 years. And you can do the job that I do in anywhere, right? Like all kinds of different places, right? And the reason I've always loved being here is the same reason that the players that loved being here and then the players that became so beloved here felt the same, which is it's the people, bro. That's the difference about Memphis. The difference about Memphis than the other cities is the people. And I'd defy anybody to tell me anything different, right? And in the end, where you are or where you work or where you do your business or whatever, it's about the people. And that's the reason that I've always loved it so much here. And I think that it is true of Tony and it is true of Zebo. It's not because we got the most stuff to do, because we don't. It's not because we got the best team, because we don't. It's not because we got the best arena and facilities, because we don't. It's not because we got the best places to live, because we don't. The best places to go out and, do stuff during the like we're not. We don't have the best. We can kid ourselves all we want, but we know, right? But what we do have is the best people, right? And there was always an element in those documentaries about those guys and being ingratiated with the people of Memphis. And that's why I think that's what makes anybody on the outside that has a hard time understanding. And I also think it's a lesson for the current players and any future player, right? The more you get involved and the more you feel like you are a part of the community, this place will love you. So, and I thought that's why that was an amazing example of that. When people see 9 in the rafters, a role player's number in the rafters, that should tell you everything you need to know about how much more you can be loved here than you can somewhere else.
Yeah, somebody who scored 9 points a game, but somebody who left.
When it's over for KD in Phoenix, it's going to feel completely empty.
Yeah,
he is an amazing player, right? He's an amazing player, but they're not gonna feel connection to him, and he's not gonna feel connection to them. And it
hasn't ended well anywhere for him.
Right. I guarantee you the happiest he's ever been was in Oklahoma City.
For sure. When he was getting all that love, yeah, for sure.
You right? Right?
I would agree.
The happiest he's ever been. If you took a snapshot of his life, the happiest he's ever been is either at Texas or Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Right? Because then from then on, because he was unhappy in Golden State. And he was unhappy in Brooklyn. And he was unhappy now in Phoenix. And it's like, I think that, there's a chasing of that, but like, that's a long-winded way of saying like your whole small market speech and about how people have a perception of Memphis. I thought that was an unbelievable advertisement for the franchise and the city. Truly.
No, for
right?
Yeah,
and I think your number being up is as well.
Yeah, that's what I say. Pete led me into that answer, because I'm like, me being Zebo, me being me, Zebo being Zebo, Mark being Mark, growing up here, and then Mike getting drafted, it was like, it's time to turn this thing around. And being in the community, going to these events, and being able to just touch hands of people who actually grind for theirs and actually go get it. And it's like, man, you know what? when we get back into this gym, bro, we gonna turn this thing up. And it was just all came full circle, bro. Before you know it, everybody done bought a house.
Well, part of that is the whole like genesis of your pod, which is the Out the Mud, is that you see people like you, right?
Yeah,
People struggling, people that are trying to do better, people that are trying to break away from things holding them back. Like, you see that and you relate to it in a way that there's a lot of people that can't relate to it.
Yeah.
Lot.